Hello there, this is the High Grounder, and today we're playing Wild True Learn. So, Wild True Learn is a game that talks about. It is a puzzle-solving game in which the puzzles are a lot similar to machine learning problems in real life. So, let's just dive in. Yeah, let's open up a new game. We'll start off with a tutorial. And to become a programmer, you must master the art of turning the computer on. Press and hold the flashing triangle and drag to connect the power outlet with your PC screen and keyboard. When it's done, press the power button that will appear on the upper right part of the screen. Congratulations, you're almost a programmer now. Well, that is how programming works. So you drag this and you connect this, and then you need to connect this the CPU to the monitor and then the CPU to the keyboard. What about the mouse? How does that work? Wirelessly. And you can see kind of lightning bolts flowing in and Windows XP like wallpaper. Yeah, the computer is on one more step to be a programmer. And as you go along, there will be bugs. And then this cat as you go to put your kettle on. The cat programmer build success. This cat is a genius. Nice. So now we kind of try to recognize how the cat speaks. Cat speech recognition to do list. Google it on Cat Overflow, because what else would you do? Anytime you have an idea, the first thing you do is Google it, and then you move on to Stack Overflow. This is great. So let's enter the high ground, and it's too long, so let's just go for the high ground, and we can remove the dog. How to recognize animal speech. Can you believe my cat devil has debugged my code? Again, he definitely has something to say, so I need to make some sort of a system, algorithm which would help me understand him. Give me advice if you like my P.S. I'm not insane. My mom had me tested. Yep. Refresh. Dr. Coder. Don't rush ahead. Self-making device that will be able to detect the cat would be a nice step. You can work with radio sound, etc. when the time is right. So, hello. Hey, a couple of days ago I've been reading about how expert systems can be applied for detecting animals and writing chat box. This newspaper is called Deep News, and I'll be sending you my copies once I'm done with them. It's great. So this is my workspace. Programming magic and bugs, mostly bugs. So we drag an expert system into this place, connect it to our camera input, and then we want the red photos to go up there, and then the non-red photo to go there, and then we test on this, and so this is sending all the red things to the top one. If they're not red else, that is it's sending to the blue squares, and we can fast forward this because I have little patience, and 21 seconds or 26 seconds, and we used one node thread. So square, how is that related to machine learning? It's called visual programming. The expert system analyzes your input and checks if there is a cat on them. No, it's not what machine learning. It'll get hardcore soon enough. So how do I start being a translator? You gotta learn before you can, you gotta crawl before you can walk. So he's basically setting us up for some freelance stuff, and we'll need to pay for servers. And then Dr. Coder gives some advice. And he gives me advice to change my password, which is pretty good advice, to be honest. And the task tree. So vertical progression stands for story quests, horizontal branches are optional, icon colors are different types of machine learning texts. Yeah, this is pretty simple, at least I hope. So now we move on to applicants. So we're from a public school, summer exams have ended and the results are attached to the letter, and process them and predict which students will be able to enter MIT. Let's try this out. So colorful geometric shapes, they represent various kinds of data, numbers, letters, elements of images. Modern world, everything can be turned into data, and machine learning is all about sorting and interpreting data, which is true. So long story short, your goal in this game is to transfer data from left to right, and the bars are the minimum amount of data that needs to be processed to complete the task. So we have an expert system which will filter out all the green ones, send them to this guy, and send all the others to this guy. Since we only have a green and blue, the green will glow here, and the not green, which is blue in this case, will go there. So now test this at 3x and see how this works. So yeah, and apparently this is completed. It's great, and now we can release it. The client, I'm assuming, and that's correct. So we get 350 cat bucks, and we get, since we're using a server online, we get deducted a fee for that, and we earned a total of 308 cat bucks, which is great. Moving on to database errors. We have some errors in our questionnaires data, and we can't solve the problem, so we need a freelancer, which is great. Your efficiency is not just in money, but with medals. So medal influence your story progression and boosts our self-esteem, which is great. To get a medal, your scheme has to meet the respective time and node limits, so you can always improve later on. So now we have a trash can which destroys elements, and in the real world datasets have lots of errors. So we'll probably skip this article, but I'll try to explain some things by showing articles as we go along. So we only want reds and greens, and we don't want any blues. So what you can do is, this will filter out the reds, and all that are not reds will go here, which will filter out the greens, and all that are not green or red will go to the trash guy, otherwise they will go here. And let's test on this. So blue goes here, then blue goes here, red, green, green, and then red goes straight from there, which is great. And yeah, so we spent 56 cat bucks, 28 seconds, and 3 nodes. It's great. And now we can release this again. So same basic, freelance contracts to get some money. So new types of errors. And deep, so non-neural artificial intelligence. Mankind has always been trying to create artificial intelligence. Before the invention, people used expert systems. Expert systems are deterministic algorithms which reproduce the decision of a real person. So Eliza is the very first chatbot in 1966. Talked to patients using questions similar to real psychotherapists, and it worked horribly. I mean, it did good for like tech in 1966, but yeah. The custom nodes are special nodes containing our previously designed schemes, and we can switch to them. And red else divide, which essentially I'm assuming takes in the thing we made earlier, which takes in a stream and outputs red to the top and others to the bottom. So we can do this and get our trusty trash can in here, and then test on this. And yeah, so all the non-reds are going inside the trash can, and the stuff's going there, and we can release this, which is great. More money, yeah. Now we come to decision trees. So expert systems apparently work for text, but with pictures not so much. Plus the cat fonts it still, like no cat sets. So try decision trees. Expert system but on steroids. Try Sift. The little devil is more effective with pictures, also nice. It works nicely when paired with other algorithms. So, or you can nail the blue or something. Like no, yeah, he's just joking. Yes, cats are precious. Different nodes have different processing rates. This parameter will influence the efficiency of your schemes. So icons on the right indicate the amount of time required for a node to process one element, which is just one discrete unit, I think. So this node compares the output parameter sockets with an element's color. If the element color is equal to only one of the socket color, then if the element color satisfies both conditions, it goes to a random socket. So decision tree is one of the basic machine learning algorithm. Each tree knows a limited number of classes, and each element, the tree asks some question and chooses the class which is most similar to the element. Let's open up an article and they've linked up analytics with their zoom in. Tree-based algorithms are considered to be one of the most widely used modeling models. Tree-based algorithms empower predictive models with high accuracy, stability, and ease of interpretation. So, and unlike linear models, which is essentially where you're just modeling some kind of equation with just a simple line, these map non-linear relationships. So, an example would be a broken line. Decision trees can model broken lines as well. I'm assuming it will be much more easier to show you with some kind of example. So let's say you input an element here. It asks, let's say the question is, do you want to play right now? And you would think, do I have some work left to do? What time do I have to sleep today, etc. And then you ask all these questions and based on your current situation, and then you come to a conclusion. So this is a lot like how decision tree works. And I'll not jump into too much, but I'm sure you can read this if you want. So let's go back into the game. And we need a decision tree. So decision trees are much faster than expert system, but like the only problem is, let's say if a green one comes in, it can go into either of these ones, which is fine by us because we can accept green in both cases. So let's say if we had to route all greens here, we would have to create something else. But that is not the case for this one because I'm assuming this is like the try loop kind of thing. And yep, so that works. And let's try to optimization. So we change our database system. Can you update your code one? We need it to work faster. Alright. So to increase and decrease speed, A and D button, this is fine. So now we only want reds and we can use decision trees. And we show the blue ones will go here, but the green ones can also sometimes go here. So what we can do is set up red and green and a trash can which can go here and here and here. So like from I think 1 second, we're now down to 0.6 seconds, but with more nodes. So blues goes here, red and green can go there, and all these greens get filtered out here, which is even better. And we can release this, and we get even more money. How great is that? Medex. Our company is manufacturing all organic natural painkillers. And so side effects are caused by the human factor. Sometimes they pick the wrong plants because they look like medicinal herb. So sort herbs by the petal colors. Okay. Let's look into this. So we need to basically sort this stuff out. And we need to distribute it into 3 streams. So this will satisfy both of them, but how do I get these guys here? That is a good question. So I want to, if I can do this, so they will be split evenly, and then I can do this here and put another decision to here, which will do this and do this. And let's test this out, because this will essentially split them all randomly but like uniformly. That is at least my hope, and it will be good enough to get this working for us. But we only get one medal because I'm assuming it's pretty slow. So how can we improve this? Like, we're getting good accuracy and occupancy, but because of the random nature, a lot of these are going down here, which might not be the best thing. So it needs some kind of a load balancer. I'm doing later, but let's test this again. Right, so reds are going there, which is fine. So I think just a bit random and out of my hands. So yeah, maybe there is a better solution which I can't see, so that is normal. And I can't go to crowd psychology yet because I need to complete this arc. So Illuminati Origins. Strange man at cat.io. They study ancient manuscripts and books in order to figure out the true secret. I need to recognize all the triangular shapes to solve the puzzle. So, SIFT. Scale invariant feature transform. So it compares essentially shapes. If the shape matches the designated shape, the element goes to the top socket, otherwise goes to the bottom socket. And it detects features in images. Like, I have worked with SIFT, but I'm not very comfortable with it. So we'll just skip the technical side of it for now and get into actually using it. So we just need triangles, and triangles can go here, and the other stuff can go into a trash can. But like, we can already see 1.25 seconds is too slow. So I mean, not in this case, but like from decision trees 0.3 seconds to 1.25 seconds, it just feels very slow. So yeah, we get more money working with a mentor, which will be aim from the sky and become the CTO of a startup. In the world of savage market laws, it's either sink or swim. Will you get rich or buy dust? It's for a triangle. So I'll do this after I finish this. So Sarah owns a small tech firm. Her distributors demand supplies of eggs of different kinds, and it takes a lot of time to sort them out manually. That's why they decided to automate the process. We have all the data about egg parameters. We just need an algorithm which will work without human assistance and with high accuracy. They need to sort different eggs, basically. So 2 SIFT model should be enough, but that is slow. That is very slow. And this is a lot like the red, green, blue thing I made earlier. So I'm not worried too much about this. Not working. And yep, let's just release this. Money and crowd psychology. So our company making research, we need an algorithm which should be capable of defining a person's type based on behavior patterns. This way you'll be able to identify dangerous individuals in the crowd and filter unpleasant accidents. So we just need to write an algorithm. Right. So we need to filter out red first and then red and green. So and I'm probably using a lot more nodes, but let's see. So Then green will check for a triangle. The trash can. So this will essentially get our greens up and running. But now, so if red or blue is a triangle, we delete it. Otherwise, and just ignore that that's the bell. I can't really do anything about it. Let's just test run this. And like you can see, this is pretty slow, but I think we're getting the right thing. This is the accuracy marker, and this is the count of each item. So yeah, let's see how this goes. This is like very full in terms of a buffer, but it at least works, which is great. So yeah. Right, so we're back, and yeah, let's just release this, and we get more money. And I think, should I like? I think we have time, so I can maybe do the pizza shack thing right now. So hello, we're honored to invite you to join our startup, world's first AI-controlled pizza place. But our fingers are always stained with flowers, and we really can't go because of that. Help us write and implement an algorithm. We should be able to separate orders for round pizzas from orders for square-shaped pizzas. And we joined the startup. And a scheme created by different does not differ from any. But there is no solution to startups. A scheme just works better or worse, and your future profits depend on the quality. So right now we're just shifting out circles and squares. So sift should be fine. See what I did there. And yep, I think we're working fine. Further testing won't affect. So let's just stop testing. AI controlled pizza place. It's great. Essentially the brain of the pizza robot. It sorts orders by shape of the pizza. These are the users. They've heard of this new amazing, now they want to grab a slice. These are our orders. The millions don't care much about topping, only shape matters. And we need to mind the accuracy. The client gets the pizza they order, they pay you money and tell their friends about your place. They don't, they refuse to pay and don't expect them to return with friends, of course not. And clients don't like waiting in queues and they leave with their own hesitation. So we need to be fast as well. The market is constantly changing and experiment with your schemes. Time to launch. So we can release this and deploy the code to the server. The startup will work automatically, which is great. And this is information about these guys. So if we press the next day, we see we get 290 income, 4 income, more viewers, and we get high, so even better. And we have to pay a lot for the servers, but at least we're making some kind of money out of this, which is great. The high packing yellow means the target audience, so don't expect many new users at this point. It's fine and great. So we try to set a target audience, and people are starting to believe, which happens with startups. So these are daily earnings and daily or total, I'm not sure. So as this becomes right, it's time to cash out. So we get more money. It's great. And now it's time to cash out, because now our income is starting to decline. Yeah, we made a lot of money. Hello, cash. Yeah. Ooh, nice. And that's all. There's not much in it. Yeah, keyboard. Okay, I don't know what that is. Some screen, I don't know. What else can I do? Let's go to our inbox, see what we're getting. Private, a letter from mom and dad. Cherish your financial improvement, and they've given us some money, which is great. And then, who invented decision trees? Late 50s of the 20th century, the 92. Hunt Martin's drone experiments. Interesting. Not, I mean, it is kind of relevant, but interesting. So, scientists can be considered the starting point for expert systems. Stanford, Edward Feigenbaum and Bruce Buchanan teamed up with Nobel laureate Joshua Lederberg to work on a computer system designed to determine the molecule structure of chemical compounds. So that is how expert systems came to be. And let's buy something on eBay. Banner, obviously a play on Warhammer, 40,000. Cactus, aloe. We can only buy these for now. It's fine. So we can't show both of them. Then I might as well show aloe, and then what else can we buy? 1 MB of RAM. Oh my god. A Rentium. Tambourine. How does that increase my data transfer speed? I will never know. Cat skins. Cheshire. Okay, I do not know. Okay, so I get a unique kitty promo code. Maybe not now. So, definitely a size organ. You just close your boots and a cat a cycle. Yep. And we have a cat. Yay. Where did our RAM words that I showed somewhere, but that's fine. So, yeah, I think cat roasting time. 5-star, yeah. Sure, I'll do that later. And yeah, we'll continue, next time. And yeah, so this has been Why to Learn. I hope you enjoyed that. So Why to Learn is an interesting, puzzle game which tries to be educative as well. I suck at explaining stuff, so I don't know, maybe not the best person to play this, but hopefully you kind of got what we were talking or playing about, and give this game a try. It's an amazing game. Alright, thank you for watching and stay safe.